Hey guys, and welcome to my first top 5, well, in this case top 6 of about Pokemon. So, every player seems to have a different opinion on what his favorite generation is, and for various reasons. Maybe it's because it's the first one and they're just nostalgic. Maybe it's the third one because there's a lot of water and they like it. But in my case, it's not it. So I just wanted to share with you my top 6 favorite Pokemon generations. Just before we start, I want to remind you that this video is entirely based on my own opinion. So if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Just write in the comments what your favorite generations are and why. I'm really interested in knowing what your preferences are. So just write it in the comments and I read it, but don't insult me. Well, you can insult me, I don't care, but just remember that it is my opinion, right? In the last position we have the Generation 5. I'm sorry, I've tried many times, but I just can't appreciate this game. I've tried 2 playthroughs on my own, and every time I stop in the middle because I just don't find it interesting. The new designs are not really interesting in my opinion. I don't really like them, and the general story is not really appealing, I'm sorry. And the most annoying thing in the entire game is the music that plays when your Pokemon is low, it has low life. I'm sorry, but every time this song appeared, I just couldn't stand it, and I had to mute the game because it drives me crazy. And it's not that I like it a little less than the others, I just don't like Generation 5. At least I tried. And then we have, and I'm sorry again, I'm going to get so much hate for that, but we have Generation 1. The reason for this is that, well, the designs weren't that great. I mean, they had a huge pile of I don't know what it is, but I mean, Muck is not really original. Same for Electrode, and same for I don't know. I just can't think right now. But it's not the best generation, and it had a lot of flaws. But it was still great. I just still like it, but not like the others. The other generation are just way better in my opinion. At number 4 we have Generation 4. Well, the reason for it being that, well, I don't know. It's a really great generation. It's the last one I played before having a break. That's why I missed Generation 5 as well. So that's another reason why I don't like it. But that's for another story. It's great, but it's not the best one. I like the mapping and the different zones, especially the snowy region. It's my favorite snowy region. It's just so great. But it's a really good game, but it's not like the 3 others that are in the lead position. And I have to say, the champion in Generation 4 is a beast, at least compared to the others, and I had a lot of trouble beating it when I was younger. But yeah, Generation 4, great generation. And then we have the youngest one of them all. We have Generation 6, and some of you may be surprised because Generation 6 was really easy, didn't bring a lot of Pokemon to the table. So why is it number 3? Once again, I don't know, I really liked Pokemon Y, I just freaking loved it. I found the story really interesting, even though it wasn't perfectly paced, but the story was really great, I liked it. Team Flare wasn't that bad in my opinion. I think they had a lot of things that other generations didn't have, like a real personality. I don't know how to explain it, but they really had something that the other teams don't have. And the mapping is extraordinary. My favorite soundtrack comes from Pokemon Y, it's of course Noble City. So, I don't know, it was a really great game in general. And the remakes, even though I don't want to judge the generation on their remakes, was actually quite good, I have to admit. So, yay for Generation 6. in second position, and it was really close to being the first one, but I had to decide and I chose Generation 2. It's a really great game. Well, the 3 games are really great, and the remakes are really great. But this, I can't even say something bad about Generation 2, but it can't be the first one, I don't know why. The soundtrack is amazing, the Pokemons are amazing, everything's amazing about this game, except for Whitney's Milk Tank. But other than that, it's a really good game, and I don't know why I couldn't put it in first position. But definitely a really close call between this one and the next one. Really great. And of course, if you know math, you can already tell that my favorite generation is Generation 3. When I was younger, I had Pokemon Ruby, and it was just the best thing ever. I spent my time playing it. I just can't say anything bad about this generation. Yes, it has too much water, but I don't mind it. And the characters are interesting, and yeah, I think you won't agree with me and I get a lot of hate for that, but I think the story was really interesting as well, and the legendary Pokemons were super cool, and the starters were perfect. I mean, my favorite one being Mudkip, of course, like everyone else, but Generation 3 is the thing, and the soundtrack. God damn it, the soundtrack is just so amazing. The original one, of course. It's just perfect. I can't say anything wrong. It was really the first generation that brought me into actually playing the game, because when I was really young when the first games came out. I played them, but I was just too stupid, and then when Pokemon Ruby came out, I started learning and experiencing Pokemon at its true nature, and I have to thank the game for that. So, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If this is the case, comment, like, subscribe and favorite. Of course, if you want. And tell me in the comments which is your favorite generation and why. I'm really interested in reading your opinions. So, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!